I don't have any water.
Well, you were already live before you said that. Anyway, hi,
What do you
we're
mean?
clearly on one. Welcome to Puzzle Wednesday. It's time for everyone's favorite Mickey Tetris and only Mickey Tetris, Magical Tetris Challenge, featuring Mickey. The subtitle only in the Japanese version of the game, because they need you to know that he's featured in this game. Hi, I'm Juicy. I have with me, I think, in a
I don't
different
have any
room.
water.
Hey, rats.
I'm tired.
Oh,
All right,
no.
buddy.
Look, this is the right mood for this game because this is one of the silliest Tetrises. I have a hard time deciding if I think this or Sega Tetris is a inherently like sillier and more volatile game.
Mm-hmm.
But they're clearly cut from the same cloth, and it's gonna be a Mickey Mouse ass game, as Deca puts it. It's really good. It's really good. This was actually the lead-in for our Frosty Fausti's PSX Mystery Tournament. So we got a lot of people in bracket. It's going to be 14. This game is kind of chaotic on pacing. We are just doing first to three flat across the entire tournament. And whether you are good or bad does not change the fact that it could go anywhere from like 30 seconds to 5 minutes per round. So clearly we're all lathered up and ready for a journey, and I hope the rest of y'all are. If you're not in the Discord already, why not? We're doing all of our match calls there. Go ahead and tip your waiter now. Notester82 is solo TOing tonight, and he has to put up with our dysfunctional asses. And like I said on Blue Sky, if you steal Goofy from me in our match, I will cut the stream. We're done. Don't do this to me. Your warning is now. Let's go ahead and get some matches going.
You told Juicy that I felt like I drank half a bottle of cough syrup, and he's like, "Yep, you're good to stream, bud."
Dude, I'm streaming.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You are streaming. That's right.
Anyway, we got.
I'm here. I'm in the booth. Like that's got to count for something.
We got Henry, and it's just Chris now. So I know Chris has some familiarity. He was in bracket for Frosty Faustings, as well as I have to imagine this has come up on PSX Mystery at some point with Strict Filter.
Mm-hmm.
But Henry is a good indie puzzle game player, and the first question he had before picking it up a couple days ago was, how did the kick tables on this work? Which means we're going into the deep research, because how the kick detection in this is kind of cursed.
Yeah, it sure is. I actually don't really remember there being that many kicks. I do know that like the rotation table's like really strange, and there are
like
a bunch
5x5 bounding boxes.
There's a lot of J&L twists that you would not expect in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That like they are a kick in TGM. They're not a kick here. It's just a valid rotation here, which like seems like a technicality, but it's how it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still waiting on a match code.
It looks like we got one up.
Hell yeah.
Let's get in there. But also, this game is just a general vibe. On top of being wildly unique for a versus game, it was made, I want to say this is like 1998 Capcom, and it's going to come up, but the music team and lead composer from this came fresh off of Marvel vs. Capcom 1. And Lord, does it show. Like, this game has fantastic music.
We're playing first to one sets. So you're gonna get a new stage basically every time you play, so that way we'll get a good mix of music. Max round. Oh, I guess if our players decide to do it that way, then you can do that, but you'll only get the one stage.
Yeah, max round should be 5 if we want to do a first to 3 format. But leave that up to your discretion. We just kind of let it be defaults because a lot of people are going to mash through and not consider menus. And you gotta childproof it. Anyway, I think we are ready to go. If they are ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you get different themed outfits for every character level, notwithstanding Donald on the shipyard here. He's already prepared for that 24/7. But let's dig into the meat of this. Rats.
Mm-hmm.
This game.
You want a gameplay overview? Yeah.
I feel like it's best for you to prime.
Yeah, you got it, man. So if you've ever played in Eureka Tetris, guess what? They also supplied some technology for this game, so like they have a little bit of a similar feeling DAS, but you can't pre-charge it like you could in TGM. The core concept of this game is that when you clear a line, hopefully a double or better, you're going to send garbage over to your opponent. It traces along the top of the screen. You see it, there's a shell ×2. That means that 2 pieces are being added to your opponent's piece queue, and they have to clear those pieces before they're able to draw a new piece from the center piece queue. You see it says next there. You can defend yourself by clearing lines. You don't have to sweat about doubles. You can just send singles, and it'll defend yourself perfectly fine. You can, of course, juice your damage by applying combo pressure, by clearing multiple lines in sequence. If you do that, that's like where a lot of the big damage comes from, is from repeatedly comboing. So you'll see a lot of people building like 2 wide wells, trying to drop a whole mess of pieces down the well, and get that combo bonus going. If your piece queue ever fills up, so if you get 2 rows of pieces and then you receive another unit of garbage, the last piece in your piece queue that is not an exclamation point will get upgraded into an exclamation point piece. And those pieces are scary. They are nightmarish. They are the reason why the rotation system is in a big bounding box. Because in order to get a humongous piece, a 5x5 X piece to rotate, you're going to have to cram it into a big box. And that's basically it. I mean, you'll see periodically as people counter blocks, they also upgrade and change shape. So you see this is a 4x4 counter block that Chris just placed down. Knowing how to shape your board to defend against counter blocks is like its own thing, but I don't know that the game is that developed, that people are really labbing that at the moment.
I could see it getting there. But like, so much of this is just do not drop your volley for anything.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can't just sit there and like accept garbage. You really have to reflect it and manage it, interact. And it's not uncommon to see players like slow down and look at each other's board to figure out like, oh, should I start like, if my opponent has a half-filled queue, maybe I should take a moment. Oh, Chris, he's got
all clearance Tetris
in his column. Oh, there's no easy way to defend against this for him.
I'm sorry, everyone claims fear of the 5x5s, but I find like the 4x4s to be a little bit more disruptive.
Yes, for sure. So 4x4s and 3x3s are the only counter blocks that can't make a line on their own. So like if you receive like 5 2x2s, then you can just make a double. You just literally stack them from one end to the other. If you receive a bunch of 3x3s, you can't make a line. You gotta place them all and somehow live. Speaking of living, Chris seems kind of on death's door here.
Have you considered that you're just worrying?
So you see there's a meter in the lower left corner of the screen for Chris. This is his magic meter. When that fills up, all the pieces fall down. Henry just got one. And you see it just totally empties out the board. And also gives you a Tetris well. That is like your get out of jail free card. I like to call it the skill meter because it like interrupts play in like a really annoying way. And then it floods the piece queue full of eye pieces. It's something to keep an eye out. Like you don't want to apply too much pressure if your opponent has a full magic meter, because they're just gonna like fade your pressure, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. Ooh, Chris. Yeah, okay. We're thinking about playing with the W piece. Some of the pentos take a lot of practice to learn how to play this, but the W I think is kind of a friend. I think the F piece is like really difficult.
I struggle the most like building for you setups, but
the W piece. The reason why the W piece is such a friend for me. Oh, Chris.
Hell yeah.
Easy.
I was slightly off.
Yeah, but like.
Look, that's a good way to take that.
Getting a Tetris out of it's still pretty good. And he basically like chewed through his opponent's magic meter. All right. Chris developing a little too wide well here. Able to tank some of this garbage. He's going to try and counter some of it, but he's actually a little too early. So he didn't get as much. There's some timing. There's some funny timing shenanigans in this game.
Oh, absolutely. But all things considered, he's let off pretty light.
Yeah, he's totally fine. Henry is definitely waiting on some eyepieces. This game, the randomizer is not your friend, and the garbage from your opponent. Oh no, Henry! Okay.
Look, the randomizer that you have some room to game is also still going to be brutal. Never wait.
Oh my god. What are we doing? What's the plan?
Chris is just kind of chilling, and he's kind of allowed to.
Oh, Henry's so close.
You sure?
Oh no, not anymore. He's not. He had an out, but he does get a bunch of eyepieces because his opponent popped their magic meter. But
I don't think he's using it for down stack purposes. So
no.
That would be a case like, you have about 5 or 6 incoming. You can kind of do whatever you want with that. It's not suddenly a risk to give yourself eye dependencies.
No.
Or at least as much of one. But he gets out.
The skill meter, once again.
We love the skill meter.
We love the skill meter. We get our free Tetris. Oh, we're not getting our combo, though. The combo extension, it actually is pretty huge. Like when you're at combo 3, I think you start like adding 3 or 4 units of garbage. So like by the time you get to combo 4, you're like filling your opponent's piece queue. Like they have to do something.
Chris could get out of this, but Lord, meter build is only going to be rougher from here.
Oh, that's a rough pento to draw, actually.
Yeah. Okay. We are technically out.
Oh, we're so skilled.
Okay,
we got the... Oh, easy.
Could have kept the combo going, technically.
And this is why we're playing flat FD3 chat, because, like...
Game can go for a bit.
Some of these games can go long, but it's sort of unpredictable for whom it's going to go long. Like, you can just die in this game.
You have to understand, if you've not played this in PvP, The AI just cheats. The AI just cheats a lot. And it is not reflective of what the timing for a real match will take.
Uh-huh.
Because their meter build is crazy.
Chad is asking about margin time, if you're interested.
I don't actually 1000% remember how margin time stacks in this game.
Okay, so margin time is basically like a flat bonus to your clears. So when you're at level 1, singles do not send any garbage, like at all. They can reflect, I want to say 1 or 2 units of garbage though. But as soon as you upgrade to another level of margin time, you get a flat damage bonus. And that can really, really add up. You know how I mentioned combo damage?
Yeah.
That stacks. So like if you're on combo 5 in margin time 4, you know, your combo 5 is going to send like 7 units of garbage. You have to be countering or reflecting garbage. You will not live. You will not be long for this world. You will get those exclamation point pieces and you will like it. And those pieces also can't be reflected or countered. Once you have an exclamation point, you are required to place it.
Unfortunately, we don't have the right Pete sequence to take advantage of the all-clear Tetris setup, but Chris is choosing to build up then.
Okay, Chris does get a little combo bonus, so his single sends over 2 units of garbage. Doesn't look like it's gonna bother Henry at all. Ooh, okay. Henry's sending over a lot more pressure now. Chris does have an exclamation point block to get to. We do have a little bit of countering going on, so that way we don't have to hold all of this. And that's like the big deal, right? Like we really cannot afford. Oh, he's got the easiest. Okay, it's fine. He's totally fine. Yeah, just stack on top of it. You're a gamer. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're a champion.
That worked out.
No problem. Easy. You could play this. Anyone could play this.
I could play this.
You could play this. Are you playing this?
Yes. Well, I mean, at some point.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that they're playing it, but
We're having a real good time tonight.
I'm having a great time, Juicy.
Thanks, me too.
Oh, Henry drawing the rare counter blocks are my friend sequence. Chris just needs to get down to these Pento eyes. Oh yeah. Oh,
there
huge.
we go.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh,
does the
so
extension.
He does have a way to, yeah, but now this W is like really hard. Okay.
I mean, it's not wrong. Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes! A double Tetris!
Oh, that was awesome.
Yes! Yes! I'm so here for this. Oh, look at them. They're so beautiful. Oh,
that was kind of brutal.
Already. That's a shame. I would have loved to have seen any of them.
Chris really like building some potential reverse 3-0 momentum here.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're never out in this game.
Can we get a clip on double Pentris?
Please, thank you.
What does it mean? Yeah. Please and thank you.
I think Note came out from the no voice dimension.
Yeah. Okay. Chris a little bit.
Oh, we already got the ZS
okay, cool.
Dominoes. Okay. Yeah.
They're really awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. This game does this to you. Like, We're not exaggerating. Like, if you were playing this or you were commentating this, you'd feel all those feelings too. I guarantee it.
You get a little bit of like backseat driver cringe, and it's like,
oh yeah, for sure.
It's not one of those things where like, oh, I would do better on the behind the wheel. Like, no, it's gonna be a bad time no matter who's playing and dealing with it.
Yeah.
It's just rough.
Sure.
Do not take these as judgmental. This is like, oh no. Oh.
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
Oh no!
That was not the right call.
That is not it. Wait.
Hold on.
Got a Pento I. Oh, it's so over. It's so over. There's no way. I'm sorry. That's too many U's. No way. Okay.
Okay. We got away with a lot.
It's over for real. Holy shit. What a video game. Thank you so much, Chris. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Henry.
Awesome. Okay. And we're already on Puzzle Wednesday Team Kill. I got to play against Deca.
Hell yeah.
Give me a second. I'll get a session going.
Computer games.
Computer
games. That is kind of an interesting Britishism. Is that like overseas their computer games because, you know, like the ZX Spectrum is like huge. Whereas here they're video games because we all hooked up to a TV to play like the vast majority of them. Goofy Snipe locked in. You're getting ready to snipe. Ooh. Oh, there's a potential. This is potentially happening. I see. Oh, P2 has an advantage here, don't they? They do. Ah!
Okay, I gotta actually update scoreboard. Look!
Wrong button!
He was probably thinking we were playing the Japanese version like we did last time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, true! Yeah! That's right.
Which is why I almost messed that up, but I got to figure that out because I confirmed the game mode with X.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. We all good here?
Yep. Keeping it on round one so you get more tunes.
Yeah.
Also because we just played on this level.
Something like that. I forgot soft drop isn't like even a real feeling in this game.
No, it feels very odd. And you sort of benefit from hard dropping to lock your piece. It's like more consistent. Oh yeah, we're comboing.
Oh, I did not reacclimate myself to how this game feels.
It does feel a little strange at first, doesn't it?
GC
is not ready to counter, so he's just gonna have to take these. But honestly, in this quantity, it's totally fine. We're comboing? Oh, hell yeah. You see how much garbage that's sent? Like, that's tremendous. Now Juicy can sort of take his time and figure out what he wants to do next. Ideally, we would like to body slam our opponent like all at once and sort of force them to hold on to the whole mess of garbage. So that way we can hit him with the exclamation point block. Juicy deciding column 1 and 2. Doesn't have to be real. It's fine. We're planning a mid-board combo of some kind. This feels dangerous. It's a bold strategy. Let's see how it plays out for him. Okay. Oh, he's free. This is actually the freest down stack I've ever seen in my life. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's a choice. That's a totally valid choice. Unfortunately, we're drawing 1 zillion counter blocks. Yeah, we're forced to take a line here because it's the only way to, like, get rid of some of it. Oh, the skill meter. Take us away. All of our problems. We don't want them. Take us straight to margin level 3. I find it funny that margin level 3 can happen. Like, before you've actually popped the magic meter once. Now we're figuring out the F. I hate the F.
The F has workarounds.
You see applying a little bit of combo pressure, 9 units of garbage. Send over an additional 8 units of garbage. Follow up with the Tetris for another 8. A great counter from Deca, but it's actually a little slow, so now we're stuck with all these exclamation point blocks. And now Juicy's just stacking. We did draw a bunch of annoying 4 wide counter blocks. And I like the question marks, because, like, if Juicy had known that those were 2 wide O's instead of 4 wide O's, he might have planned on starting comboing earlier. Great combo down from Juicy into the skill meter. Now Deca's holding so many exclamation points. That's too many. The Tetris. That's too many exclamation point blocks. That boy is dead. If he got a line there, I would have absolutely... Excuse me, how do you get that level of damage? Have you considered doing, like, a 6 combo at margin level 3? Like... Juicy hasn't done any, like, particularly weird twists yet.
That's because I don't know them.
Yeah. I think he's just sort of out here gaming. He does play at a pace that makes it... That's going to be a little bit challenging for Deca to keep up, I feel. Juicy starting his combo. Decided to stack a bit more. Yeah, we'll just do the twofer. Even the twofer is honestly worth it sometimes. Okay, now we have an eye dependency. If our opponent sends us a Pento eye, that's huge. Oh, it's counter blocks. We draw that eye. Oh, we're comboing. Ooh, I don't know about that one.
Me neither.
Juicy looks a little in peril. We have some ways to downstack. Some indecision.
Okay.
Oh, no! Wait. No. He's totally fine. Here's how he can still win. He can't still win. He's dead. The boy's dead.
So cancel Goofy.
Cancel Goofy.
What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this turn. This is the most, Street Fighter 3 Akuma friggin' song. Like, I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words because I'm very tired.
You? Never.
Me? Never.
Me? Gungaga.
Me? Gungaga. That's right. Meowth, that's right. GC with the big Tetris. Send over the garbage. Deca. He's fine. He's chilling. He'll send over the Tetris. No big deal. Does Juicy have a plan to counter?
No.
Not really. He's building eye dependencies. He's holding on to this T. Actually, he's got a great spot for the T. Oh, yeah. No good spot for this. Oh, ew. The capital W? The capital U? Why is there a capital U? Why should Tetris pieces come with capital letters? That's kind of cursed. Okay, easy. Juicy looking pretty healthy. He did react to his PSQ, so you have multiple T's coming out to counter blocks with. Easy 3 combo. You even get the reminder text like, yes, that is what we wanted you to do. Oh, these eyepieces from... These eyepieces are absolutely devastating. Giving Juicy such an extended combo. Deca forced to hold on to all these exclamation points. And Juicy's almost, like, came close to threatening it even more, which is pretty wild. Okay, send over the Tetris. Deca forced to just hold it. Meanwhile, Juicy deciding not to go for the 2 combos. So that way he can open up his board a little bit. He's doing a little bit of comboing, but it's actually a little early. So he's not able to counter his opponent's garbage. Okay, he does counter some of it. So that way it's Deca's problem. Ooh, okay. Oh, we're comboing, but Deca's already dead. It's 2-1. Juicy now on match point. Dad is discussing the nature of W. In some languages, it's like a double V, like literally. I remember in college when we studied German, it's pronounced like Doppelvau, double V. I'm sleepy, chat. Let's be sleepy together. All right, Juicy with a pretty great early game sprint here. Hasn't yet. Oh no! This is actually why I map hard drop to a button. It's not uncommon to accidentally input hard drop when you are dashing left to right. It's a very common input error, and it can cost you the game in this one for sure. Juicy looking for a way down, but unfortunately, garbage is here. Okay. Oh, there is no juice in the magic meter. The skill meter cannot protect. Wait. Wait. Oh my god. No way. Wait. Oh, but he doesn't have a down stack still. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. All right. Juicy. Okay.
Hi. How you doing?
All right, he lives. He lives. He lives. He lives. It's fine. There's no misinformation. Everything is cool. Everything.
I
is
like
fine.
video games, guys.
He
Are we
loves
having a
video
good time
games.
tonight?
We're having a great time tonight. I did not have a heart attack. All right, Deca with skill meter. Unfortunately, spending a long time thinking about how to place Pento, letting Juicy queue up quite the attack. Deca does counter plenty of it, so now Juicy's playing with these counterblock O's. We do have a well suitable for these 4 counter blocks. Into a 3 combo, we do love that. Juicy looking pretty good. Deca doesn't have a lot of stuff on board, and you know what? Thankfully, the pentos that Juicy is sending him are not consequential. In fact, if
I
you
can
were
make
like,
them.
you sure can, but you have to actually counter some of this garbage. Okay, we're committing to down stacking. Okay. Juicy scaring me again. Normal. He does counter plenty of his opponent's garbage, which is cool. Okay, now he's got the U of all time. All right, what's the plan?
Be
I like
all right
the
at
plan.
Tetris.
You know, that's a pretty good plan. That's it. Juicy has played a lot of these counter blocks pretty well, I will say. Deca, he does not know what he's doing with this U, but it might not matter. Oh, it super does not matter. Oh, he doesn't see it though. So if you have a
Wowzers!
Oh, JC, that looks so painful. Oh, buddy.
What?
Oh,
God.
buddy.
No! Damn it!
That's 2 and 2. The opponent asks, is there any way to manage the meter? If you stack up and you don't clear lines, then you don't build meter. You only build meter for making clears. So if you want to build a bunch of meter really, really fast, then you really want to be doing combos made out of singles. You noticed earlier when we talked about how at Margin Time level 1, singles don't send garbage? Well, they sure still build meter. So making sure that you have some meter available is pretty important. So that way, if you decide to stack in a slightly risky way, you can still survive. And surviving is good. Juicy sending over the double pokes. Doubles are a pretty good poke. You know, they're not like insane or anything, but they definitely send a little bit of damage. It's kind of difficult to do that much damage at Margin Time level. We're actually at Margin Time level 2 already. And it goes up to 5, right?
No, I think it goes up to 6.
That's wild. They both knew how long this game took. And they were like, I know how to get him off the cab. Make him do the damage. Speaking of the damage, Deca's board. What's going on over there? Okay, wait. Okay, I see the vision. I don't see the vision anymore, but, you know, it's really the thought that counts. He's not planning this U. Okay, we have the 3 counter block. Oh, skill meter. We have a perfect clear. Easy. Okay. Well, now we're stuck with a bunch of counter blocks. And actually, Deca can make a triple if he plays these right, which he does not. That's a shame. We're receiving a bunch of Pento Eyes. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Deca does have... He doesn't like placing these horizontal, which I find kind of interesting. I wonder if that's a habit that you build up from other games.
I think it is.
Yeah.
It can be hard to feel confident in that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, the Pento 5 counter block. When you receive like multiple Pento 5s, you're just like, no problem. And then when you receive the single Pento 5, you're like, holy shit, my demise.
Like, haha, I die here.
I'm in danger. Okay. Deca not reacting to the U and the Peace Q. Juicy's just living his best life. Look at this. He's just like, don't mind me. Pentris for me. Deca does have a... Oh, no. Wait, no. No! No! Oh, never mind. He's actually screwed. He's got all these exclamation point blocks.
I hear all that. I'm like, okay, let's keep comboing.
Yeah, you as you should, buddy. As you should. Wow, he actually finds a line here. That's so funny. Oh, is he gonna go for it? There is a thing you can do with these where you make it like a single line.
Yeah, so
Yep.
It is
That's
a
not
bold
bad.
maneuver, but we're kind of out here.
All right. No, Deca's gaming. This is great. Hell yeah. No way he lives all this. Holy shit, Deca! No!
Okay.
Oh, he had to play. He had to play. Oh,
I just
he
need you to
reflects it
stop.
all. He reflects it all.
I just
It's
need you to
over.
stop.
It's
Okay.
over.
Okay, you're done moving. Thank you.
It's over.
Oh.
Oh,
I am no stranger to having
That
like
was-
screaming fits and breaks on stream, having done this for
Yeah.
5 years. But Lord, this one brings stuff out of me.
Oh, that
GG's.
was like one of the best exclamation point sequences I think I've ever seen. And it was just like the final choice, the last choice was just slightly suboptimal, and that's all it takes.
It really
game
is like
hates
one
me.
bad play.
Holy shit. What a great sequence. Damn.
Okay. We got the opponent and Masa up.
Ooh. I'm playing off stream.
Oh, I'm just leaving me all by my lonesome. I got it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute. Goodbye.
Have fun. Have fun with Rodney.
I will.
Let me get scoreboard updated. So we got the opponent and Masa Queen in winner semis. Do we have a code up? Yes, we do. This is one of those games that feels hard engineered to have interesting outcomes and bullshit every moment of the way, but it also doesn't really feel like it's a situation that's out of your control. If you drop, that's almost entirely on you. Okay. We're in there, we're ready to go. Why is Mickey such a dork?
He's got helium voice.
Yep. He's got helium voice. Mouse voice. I'm the mouse.
No.
So anyway, I'm not doing this with the entire bracket. Jesus Christ. Honestly, I find the most volatile part of this game the opening gambit, because yes, 2-chain pokes, you get diminishing returns on that. But if you catch someone with no meter on a mistake at early board and send like a U pentomino, Christ. Now, you can be like, Juicy, you're overambitious. You could avoid these problems by simply playing normal, and no. Yo, T-spin? But yeah, like, there's always been a thing with this game where clearly there's kicked up, or like, messed up kick tables, and that's in service of allowing a lot of the bigger pieces to work. But in spite of Bracket saying I was here for the first Magical Tetris Challenge, I firmly believe that I was not. I don't recall this, and a lot of the interactions in this game still feel new and exciting to me. This is the best battle theme? I don't know that I agree with that. I'm kind of a fan of the level where it's the wolf as the mini-boss, but it's all good. Mostly coping with a bunch of O-blocks. The 3-wide in isolation doesn't feel super serious, but if you're expected to feed multiple of those in a row, oof. Are we calling it capital T now? Capital T is like, it's easy enough to build counterplay with intent.
Capital T is one of those pieces that if you have the spot, you're just like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, it feels
if
great.
If you don't have the spot, you're like, no,
Die,
my
idiot.
life is in shambles.
Masa is just kind of allowed to play whatever game that she wants at this point. And, like, we're going to see this the more we go into bracket. If you're a guideline player who understands how to take their skims for the sake of maintaining the well, you're going to have a great time with this game. Like, the reward for maintaining combo is huge. It just is. So even if it's sometimes not going to be the healthiest play, if you can tack a +1 with, like, an awkward single-line skim that may require more downstack finagling, do it. Do it, I promise. It's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Because if you can get to, like, the murderous tiers of Minos early, you're going to be an advantage for a long time. You can get to your opponent to a star before, like, level 4 margin time. You're doing it right. Good luck to guideline players with stupid piece and how they rotate. Yeah. But, like, that, you know, asterisk comes with basically most non-guideline games. All right. Masa not really accepting a lot of piece pressure there. But you gotta make plays. I was gonna say you gotta make money, or spend money to make money, but that doesn't work in this metaphor. You gotta spend plays to make plays, you know? Is this anything? Horizontal 5-eyes are great. Like, it's not the material you hit your opponent with, it's keeping the string and volley going. There's still a bunch of under-the-hood stuff that I don't yet understand about this game, but I do get that. Brett, if you're not too much in the gamer dimension, confirm for me. Okay, it sounds like she's in the gamer dimension. Chat can also correct me for being wrong on this, but Tetris's ramp up your general gravity as well. Yes? No? Question? We got Masa with, honestly, a pretty downstackable here. We're not going to get Tetris or Pentris. But never mind, it's being a little messier for her than it initially seemed. The opponent's not going to get a all clear off this. We're still deeply in weird garbage debt. I think your gravity is a function of lines, much like it is in single player. That's odd. I know the all clear sets your meter requirements down a stage. So, like, you'll see it happen a lot on the resets to neutral. If you can convert that into an all clear, you suddenly don't have to build up anywhere near as much for your next time around. I wasn't sure if it was a... No? Okay. You got a 5x5 on Masa's board there. The 5-4-5 sequence was... What do you do about that? I like Mini Sailor outfit. Something about Mickey, not even just in this era, but especially in this game, he just reads as a dork. And look, we have 1,001 reasons not to tacitly endorse the mouse in really any household. But the 2013 shorts where they had Chris Diamond, or I'm gonna butcher that name. I'm sorry. Let me look it up. Those funny as hell. Make him a gremlin again. This is some of the most edges sanded off Mickey that it's committed to a non-Disney made game specifically. Okay. Wow, we didn't even need that meter reset for the opponent, and I kind of see that as more of a negative, like, especially if you don't have the pieces set up to potentially all clear fish. If you see your meter build is very high and you don't have anything, I would just make bad drops just so it would shave them off and you have the opportunity for all clear. Oh, we got a little bit of a victimhood of DAS there. It is Chris Diamantopoulos. That shit, funny as fuck. Mouse Search was 1999. Yeah, it would probably be in line with that at the time. Okay. Masa can't really... Oh, okay. Does the tuck and gets away with some of the worst of the damage that she had with the 3-wide misdrop, and actually converts it into a 2-hit. And we're going to single combo spam there. The Tetris is going to honestly not mess her up that bad. I think the return volley from Masa just kind of worked out. I don't usually feel the complaints on the DAS in this game because up to a certain point, it doesn't feel like it's meant to be played that fast. Not that we won't have people that really push that barrier over tonight, but the amount you can get away with playing mindfully against your opponent means speed is not as brutal. Yeah, all fears will push your magic meter back down. Which is, again, yeah, this is my favorite in the entire music list. But, essentially, if you're about to get the funny reset to neutral, wreck your board just a little bit as a treat. Because it will at least give you the chance to fish for all clear setups. I know it's easy to pull contemporaries here, but like some of the songs in this feel almost like they wouldn't be out of place in Symphony of the Night. Because we got some real haunted elevator music energy going on. Okay, Masa getting a bunch of O's, so we're building up left well. We get a 5-wide. And that's going to go in towards a Tetris. Never mind, she handled that perfectly. A slight misdrop on the J, but you know what? Who gives a fuck? We're in Pentanino hell on the opponent's side. Theo's meter situation is actually pretty alright. We're going to take some weird placements, but as long as we're smart with our skims, they should be back in the game here soon. And that is going to be the setup. So, meter reset back down. And that is going to actually be a tangible advantage against Masa for the rest of this game, basically. If you drop one of those, the climb back up from meter deficit is huge. Okay, T-Tuck. Masa's barely at 1/3 the meter needed to reset. The opponent already resetting the board there. We're going to take advantage of the rash of eye blocks here. Just filtered into the next queue, but I still worry for Masa. Never mind. It's not going to be an all clear, but late game Tetris, level 4 margin time. Never hurt someone. It hurts the opponent. Oh, Masa! What was that? We're okay. That was so close. That could have been anyone's bad time. Did not expect the die last in this situation, but okay. Being a little conservative with our starting folks. Masa not really doing anything on overhang. We're already forced into some weird Pentamino stuff. Navigates it very, very deftly. The PAL 50 Hz timing doesn't help, TBH. That's fair. If only the English N64 game is playable online, I don't disagree. There is some amount where we chose this for ease of language barrier and menus, because that's unfortunately something that gets us every time. But I do want to say, I don't know how much it's been circulating around, but relatively recent news from the same guy who built the netplay build of Duck Station here is coming to BeastNES. So that means we're going to get a lot more visits to the first one dimension and SNES Puzzle Syndrome, but it also means when we get to Wario's Woods this year, it could be the Super Famicom or Super Nintendo version. And given how well this has worked for us, I trust it will be solid. Okay. Masa, basically, if you can navigate your block setup correctly, you can absolutely start doing combo wells off of, like, damage if you're careful. Does anyone else think the hard drop sound in this game is great? It's good. But also, I'm the person who does not think that Sega Tetris 98, 99? I honestly don't remember what year, is as criminal to the ears as some people will claim. It's gotta have a thunk to it, you know? A thunk or a clang. Might be. Okay. Masa getting reset here. Gets Tetris, and we're going to have to build up a lot of meter on the opponent's side to actually deal with this. Fortunately for them, it's mostly coming in the form of O's, and we're back to regular queue. Okay. Another mid-game Tetris from Masa. That was a potentially avoidable misdrop, and some were getting flooded here. If we keep getting these 3x3s, that's gonna be it. We keep getting these 3x3s, and the disc. Oh, I respect the idea. Masa could have had an out if the swan orientation wasn't what it was. But yeah, geez, a lot of game 5s tonight. Alrighty then. I'm assuming Rats is still in the gamer dimension. So I'm going to be playing against FFR Pro 21, and this is a name I recognize from League of Puzzle Speedrunners. So, you know, probably reason to be terrified. We'll see what happens. Let's see. But winner semis, these are within winner's quarters. We're very awake here on production side tonight. Let me tell you what.
Tell me what?
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 Tell me.
I'll tell you what.
What are you telling me?
What?
What?
I got Goofy. No, I'm waiting for FR Pro to join.
Oh, so I can join.
Yep.
Who's on first?
What?
I don't know. No, who?
What?
What?
Huh?
Damn.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? You're playing Goofy.
Yeah,
You're Goofy.
I'm Goofy. Also, I'm doing max round 1 so I can actually update scoreboard in real time in my own matches.
No, that is true.
Otherwise, that would not happen.
Well, I mean, if you play with max round 5, then the game kind of runs the scoreboard for you.
Yeah, it does. But like, I like the muscle memory of being on top of it. You know.
Gamers on the edge, Goofy. That's true.
Goofer.
Alrighty. He's just playing at a pretty fast clip, actually. This game's a little awkward to play, so when you see somebody playing fast, you're just like, whoa. Oh yeah, we're going. We're going for the deep combo here. A lot of counter blocks coming out. We have capital T. I'm just playing it pretty well, actually. But FFR, wow, what a player. The board's so clean. This pressure is not trivial. FFR is going to have to accept some gaps. Receives a W, doesn't know what to do with it, so stack on top of it. Look at this down stack. That is beautiful. Oh, we're getting rid of our combo. Interesting. I thought for sure that we would be retaining our combo. Juicy looking not uncomfortable, but like not healthy. These counter blocks, these threes are actually literally the worst thing Juicy could have drawn by far. Maybe fours, actually, come to think of it. That thing I said, I take it back. You know? Juicy with a top board combo. I don't think I don't think his opponent really cares. But I tell you what. Ooh. Oh, they're not able to get the Pentris. Juicy's very skilled, but he doesn't have an eyepiece. All right, his opponent's going to gift him some, which is pretty important. Wow, this stack really put itself together. Oh, he even gets to maintain his combo as he wraps up. That's so funny. This game can be so fake sometimes. Oh, he's not going for the single off the O's. What if columns 1 and 2 were not real? Juicy, what are you going to do when your opponent sends you a bunch of Pento 5s?
Huh?
Huh? What? Oh, easy Tetris. We do know how to, in fact, counter stack the counter blocks. There's so much RNG with the pieces. I don't know if anyone understands how they're determined fully. Oh, in terms of, well, I mean, in terms of counter blocks, like that's pretty well done. But in terms of which Pento you're going to receive, that's pretty unusual, yeah. But basically, when you receive a Pento from your opponent and you counter it, it becomes a counter block. So it becomes a 2-2 O piece. And then if that gets countered, it goes up to another level. So it becomes a 3x3 and so on and so forth. It is funny how you should like react to your opponent, right? But like if you, the optimal counter timing is actually quite a bit after they place the piece. It can be a little bit challenging to really get the timing exactly right. This poke from Juicy is diabolical. Yeah. I wish that it was a little more impactful, but like it's still really funny. Like I saw the hesitation in his opponent. Oh, this misdrop. Okay. But we have the 2-wide well, so we can sort of... Actually, these Pentos really mess up this 2-wide well. Okay. Wait. Wow, we drew... No, my God. These are the worst Pentos. Holy moly. Okay. I'm panicking. I'm panicking for Juicy's opponent here. FFR, I believe in you. I believe in you. You draw this. You drew this eye. That's like the most magical eye you could have drawn. Okay. Or wait. Oh, we're so out. We're so out though. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Wait. Oh, the magic meter. The magic meter. Take all the problems away. We have an eyepiece. Oh, but there's no... We need a single. Literally any single. It does not matter. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. All right. It's all fake. You know, for being... GC does not have as strong an advantage as I would like to have seen, but... Now FFR can sort of just play a little bit dorky for a bit. And GC... Well, I mean, he's got... He didn't make a single. Wait. The horizontal single. Ow! It takes time for the magic meter to return to the juice bar. You know? And in that time, you have to live your next piece. Juicy, dead to the last piece. FFR, 2 wins. Looking pretty dominant. But Juicy, like, the small pokes from Juicy definitely do make FFR sweat. Like, if that magic meter came a piece or 2 later, I think FFR would have been really feeling it. Okay, Juicy accepting some gaps, but it's totally fine. His opponent's doing similar things. These capital T pieces for FFR are just so rough. Oh, what's the plan here? That's a pretty good plan. I actually like that plan. Yep, and now we have the eye, the well open. And just plunk a piece down in there. Get a little 3-hit combo, the 3-piece. Oh my God, we are so skilled. The easiest all clear you have ever seen in your life. The skill meter. Striking once again. Juicy hesitating. He's going to give his opponent some time to stack. Skill meter coming in for Juicy, but he does not have an eye, so he's not going to get the free perfect clear, which is kind of a shame. But FFR is able to counter a lot of this, so that does help. Juicy with the counter blocks. Pretty easy. We're able to do some poking off of it. Oh yeah. Even... Oh, the combo does not work! I thought I would have done the exact same thing, for sure. Okay. Juicy accepting some of this garbage by placing a piece a little too late. And I think that may come to bite him very soon. He's able to counter some of this. But he doesn't have to draw all of it. Oh, he does have a combo here. It's only a 2-piece, which is not really what we're looking for. We're defending ourselves with combos. We are very skilled. Our opponent gifts us the best Pento Eye I have ever seen. Oh, easy. Why can't they all be like that? Juicy scheming on whether or not he should take the combo or not. We'll play with the other Pentos. The Pento counter block. Pretty scary. Oh, but we have one of the easiest. Okay, yeah. Look at this down stack. Beautiful. Oh, Juicy. Oh, that's so good for you, buddy. Okay. Scary. Nope, that doesn't work here. Rotation system funny. Rotation system funny. Oh, no! We now have the eye dependency. But now we're drawing these. Oh. I felt that. I really felt that.
I tried.
There's no smart T rotation in a well like that in this game, as far as I know.
Okay.
If you're expecting the SRS or the ARS kick, which would work.
Maybe. I kind of had to try. Even taking that skim would have been better than trying to just place it normally. At least I feel.
Yep.
But moving right along. What do we have called up next? The opponent and Raz.
Okay. So Raz, quite the warrior in this game. Got second in our or first, second, yeah.
So, big surprise. Raz good at the puzzle.
Raz is a pretty terrifying opponent, but in this game, I feel like a little more so than usual.
This is definitely one of the weird Tetris that actually crops up in more common spaces. So it can't be a surprise when like people come to the table prepared.
Yep.
Oh.
It's featured at GDQ. Like,
yeah,
it's just a surprisingly competitive Tetris for what it is. Which I mean, like, I'm here for this for sure.
So I gotta steal Juicy. You can steal me after this one, probably. But if we do that, then we're not... I gotta divert stream away entirely.
I think...
Are there battle guiders? I'm gonna be mean and say no, I don't like that game almost at all.
The game has some real meta problems. So we would need to see some balance adjustments in order to make it like viable.
It also just takes like an hour.
Yeah. Is the opponent on the left or on the right?
Given the code, it's probably... yep. That is the one thing that I always muscle memory wrong with Duck Station. I'm going to have to prepare for that with SNES now, too. I can tell just from like who shared the code on what side, but doesn't mean my brain always snaps to immediately.
Yeah. Raz playing these
Raz waiting for the opening.
Down stack. Yeah, for sure.
It's
decides to hold off a second to start building some other combos and stuff.
This is a game where sometimes how you choose to do overhangs on your sidewell actually leaves you with more options than you would think. And you'll see that if you've watched any of the TGM4 runs, Kirby's Machine in general is just a side 2 or 3 wide that can accept basically ZS spins and or triples that can of other shapes that can just kind of self-clear themselves. Goes a long way. Should have just wanted said that's what I'm always saying.
Oh, he has to wait a long time to get waiting on users, huh? that sucks, but like,
yeah,
that is what you get.
It's okay. We only lose in this household if it's really funny to do so.
True. I don't know what the combo plan is for Raz here. They're starting to build too wide well.
Little too conventional. Taking the O.
Ooh,
she's fishing. She's fishing for RNG on her timing for it, which suddenly really contextualizes the shared queue.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, she didn't take the 3-piece. The opponent looks a little uncomfortable, but not like in trouble or anything. Oh, that is so smart.
Yeah.
They flattened out the stack so that way when they drew the counter blocks, they would immediately get a Tetris. The biggest brain.
Look, when you can do it, it feels great.
Like the eye dependency forming.
Oof. I kind of am sad that in the state that it's currently in, Puzzle Fighter is a game that's absolutely graduated past counter-stacking as a viable tactic. Because that's kind of what I like to do at like low level on that. It's like you can just kind of build for what you're going to be dealing with.
Yep.
And I think that's an interesting game concept in and of itself, but when you're slinging that much damage around, it can be hard to enforce and keep to the spirit of that as a mechanic.
Yeah, for sure. The opponent, I'm so scared. Okay. Alright. We're eating a lot of damage here. And Raz is just unloading and reflecting. These are all now upgraded counter blocks. Okay. I suppose the opponent does not mind receiving all of these eyes.
Hard to say.
Ooh,
because we're kind of in danger now.
That is so funny that she gets two. She got multiple doubles off of just receiving level 1 counter blocks. That's so funny.
Okay. Double capital I, lowercase L, however you want to say it.
Uh-huh.
We're getting out of here on the opponent's side.
Smart counter from Raz, but we're looking kind of dead here.
We're running out of steam pretty hard.
Wait, no! Oh, she had a line! Oh, she panicked. I don't think it would have gotten her out.
No, it really would not have.
There's some kind of cool pole vault stuff you can do with the eyes in this. That might have let her get the eye into column 1, but I'm gonna doubt. One.
Even playing that perfect, it's just...
Yeah.
Your room to operate is so shallow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If there's someone that I can trust to just feel out the first few interactions and get the poke game right, it's always Raz.
Mm-hmm.
Her starts are always so measured.
Yep. What's the opponent doing over here?
I don't know yet, but we got 3 hit against
combo.
2.
These counter blocks hurt so much.
Yeah.
Oh no, we didn't take it. The horizontal.
Yeah, I don't agree with that as your skin there. But we're out here. I think this is going to be a Raz point. Is there anything special about up-down mode? I'm pretty sure it's just kind of conventional damage.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no real reason to play it, and like I don't think too many people like the DAS and rotation system of this game. You know, like I've never heard anyone be like, I'm ride or die for how this game feels. So you know,
if you're doing that and playing a much more conventional version of the game,
yeah,
feels a little at odds.
it's sort of like playing the classic mode in let's go J Twist.
I've never heard that video game before.
If you're playing the classic mode in friggin' Tetris Plus 2, like it's sort of the same vibe. Like why
a lot of people do
deal with different?
At least in the Fight Cave lobby, it's like I don't.
You're weird.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I disagree on a moral level.
Oh, the opponent looks a little unhealthy. That is one of the funniest capital T skims I've seen in a while, but just plunk it down in the hole.
Hey, if it works.
Okay. This Pento Eye does a lot for us. We're so skilled. Skill meter, take away my problems. Or do a little bit of countering. We give up on the eye well, which actually is really smart.
Ooh.
If the opponent does draw a 5 counter block from Raz, it's like GG's, but
Raz getting a little sunk in 2 different tall eye dependencies, but you know what? Whatever.
yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, easy.
What?
Actually,
Ever.
it's so easy.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I didn't even know it got that small.
That's so funny. Can I get a a clip on that, please? The tiny magic meter. She's gonna get it. Her next single. Yeah, look at this. This is so funny. That's a real benefit to all clears, by the way. It's not necessarily the damage, but that it reduces your magic meter.
Look, this game's randomizer will not hand you all clears unless you have you're coming off of reset setups. But to get something off of an all clear in the first place, no, you don't normally see that.
No, that was really fun.
And flattens it out to get 2 mid-game Pentrises off of garbage into a Tetris.
Raz. We
get it.
Can we relax? Wow, that is an entire queue of exclamation point blocks. Can we get an exclamation point block sweep?
Oh, it's odd blocking. It's odd blocking. That's not good.
Wowzers. Holy moly. Okay, how the fuck do you fit the purple diamond? Stop accepting exclamation points.
You just kind of don't. That's your you lose condition.
Oh, we got time for juicy losers?
It seems like it. I got the ping.
It's time for juicers.
Juicers.
Juicers. Thank you, Danny.
Okay. Let's get this set up.
You!
Me.
It's just a great emoji to react to and checking into a match. You!
Yeah, that's actually pretty great, not gonna lie. Who's the third check-in on my match? Rodney. Or...
If you're in the Puzzle Wednesday Discord, can you react to Juicy's stream match call, please? That's 1. Can we get that number up to like 30, please? I'm a scoundrel. Hank.
Oh, we're just doing one big level. We hope we get the right song here.
That's right. That is not it. It's not a bad one, but it's not
but
it.
it's just not. It's just not it.
Wolf's theme, Pete's theme. Honorary shout out to the Weasel's theme. Those are the money ones, I think. I love how I just name dropped like 2/3 of the soundtrack. But like the soundtrack is that good. Like it is great. Weasel doesn't have a theme. It's the submarine level, isn't it? That's what I'm referring to. He's the mirror match character, yeah. Juicy is looking pretty comfortable. I'm sorry, Juicer looking pretty comfortable here. Oh, we set up for the T-spin. It's a T-spin double.
Only the bias.
Guideline out here. 90s guideline. Just accepting these counter blocks, he just does not even care. Funny combo. He makes it look so easy. Chris is not unhealthy, but he does not look happy. Do you see accepting a gap here that I'm a little worried about, but he will tell me that I'm worried, so...
You probably are worried.
I'm worried. That magic meter is not full. Can't accept these gaps just because you wanna.
It's okay. Chris is giving me some loners here.
See with the 3-piece. Pretty solid combo. We do like to do that. We're so skilled. Unfortunately, we had to put this this Z down. Juicy saying, you know what? If I get a hit with the 5 pento counter block, it's my own fault. Okay. All right, we got the big well. 3 Tetris into nothing. I thought I was going to go for a 3 combo.
I saw my randomizer and thought better of it.
Yep. Chris would be in trouble if his next piece was not a pento, but now that these exclamation points have rolled in, now he's officially in trouble. And his stack is not accommodating to any exclamation points. He's got the 1 line, which will counter something, but just go for it. Yeah, all the way. Okay, well, drawing the pento 5 is death. Wait! No, you have to rotate! He actually had the counter. That's such a shame. We're out here. Round 2. Juicy on his first point.
Ari could have spoiled me so much with the no ZS start.
Yeah.
This game's like, nah, just deal with it. I'm like, huh.
Yep. Juicy abandoning the right side well. Oh, no, actually. He's totally fine. Sometimes the eye dependencies in this game are just incredibly fake, you know?
A little bit.
And then other times he'll be like, my kingdom for an eyepiece. Ooh. Yep. Alright, Juicy with the funny gap. We are allowed to have those. Chris countering the blocks, holding on to the 3 wide. No easy plan. We're building the well, and then we're gonna... Oh. No, no. Oh, no. We've made a decision. If our opponent sends us any more... Yeah. If our opponent ever sends us another pento 5, another 5 wide counter block, we will just die. Okay, what's the plan? You see, looking poised. Chris does find a way down. He is comboing. And, oh, the skill meter coming in for both players. Juicy sort of playing it cool, playing it patient here. And he decides to send anyway. Okay, we're doing a little bit of countering. You love the skill meter? It makes me feel so skilled, Drake. Every time it occurs, I'm just like, damn. That's all me. This Tetris I'm about to get, it's all me. I earned this. We're doing a little bit of back and forth. Chris does have a few outs here. He's certainly finding it. I'm starting to get a little worried. We're accepting a lot of cheese. I assume because we think it'll be easier to get singles with. Now, we are accepting this single. We'll do it again to continue countering. But Juicy looks so comfortable, and Juicy's able to actually draw out of the center piece queue. If you are behind, like if you're like forced to sit around and counter blocks, then the only time you're going to get an eyepiece is if it shows up in your opponent's garbage, which they're not going to give you if they're countering blocks, right? So it's kind of hard to like defend yourself for an extended period of time that way, especially if you have eye dependencies. Okay. Juicy with a funny choice, but it might not matter. We do have this eye to send over the Tetris. Juicy respecting eye dependencies. Send over the Tetris. Juicy's forced to take a single he did not want to take. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh, it's too early for the skill meter to save us. But we plug in the hole with the... Oh no, Juicy. Looking kind of dead. Wait. 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 What if we were really skilled? We're not skilled enough!
Damn.
Oh. He needed 2 more singles and then to survive his 3rd piece spawning. And then his magic meter would have bailed him out. I do sometimes wish that we could start like on like an advanced magic meter level and margin level 2. Like, how many times have you actually killed an opponent on margin level 1? Oh, we're comboing. The 5 hit. I'm sorry, the 5 piece comes with fries and the dip. Juicy applying just a smidge more pressure, hoping that his opponent will not be able to counter and hold on to these pentos and accept more gaps. Juicy's comboing has, of course, triggered his magic meter a little earlier than right. And now if his opponent counters stuff, he's not going to be able to return it in quite the same manner that he sent it. Okay. I actually would rather have Chris's board here. Just because he's about to... Oh, yeah. Get that good magic meter. That's sort of the thing about comboing at margin level 1. Is you're just like, did I just blow my opportunity to recover? Like, look at this. Like, it almost feels like you get punished for playing a little bit sometimes. But it's actually just for mismanaging. Like, Juicy is almost about to enjoy the flavor of his magic meter. Look at this. And now he's out. His opponent feeds him an eyepiece. Send it over. Oh, interesting choice from Juicy. Wait, no, it totally works out. Hell yeah. He's fine. What do you think magic meter tastes like? It was like a Capri Sun.
Fanta pineapple, but with like a hint of liquor.
Incredible. Chris. Okay. Wait. Oh.
GG's.
Taste the rainbow. GG's. Congratulations, Juicer. You did it.
Bless. Video games. This game is a lot.
This game is a lot, but
All
I do
right.
really like it.
Oh, same. What do we got
Are we
queued up
considering your
next?
losers run? Oh no, we're going back to winner semis.
Yep. Best of luck.
My opponent's in the continental United States, right? I can get away with input delay one.
I have no idea.
F. Hacker voice. I'm in.
I'm not.
Well, you need to get in here.
Okay, give me a second. Gosh.
Get over here.
I'm not much of a Mortal Kombat fan.
Neither am I. Well, I really liked Mortal Kombat 9.
That's fair.
I like that one a lot. But that one's kind of a throwback, I feel. Like, I think if you like that one, that's like the most basic taste.
It's safe.
It's safe. Thank you, Roderick. I played vanilla MK9. That game was a little scuffed, but I did enjoy it. All right, I'm gonna mute.
No worries.
As soon as my opponent hits you, oh, there we go.
This is absolutely a game where, like, it feels just a little bit off from being perfect, but also I think that's kind of the spice and texture of life that it needs. I wouldn't want this to be a game where people could execute too fast and good consistently, because that might be a little too fucked up. Just like Guilty Gear East. Just simply, instead of a rotate button, add another turnaround button. What's the problem? We're building very high up on FFR Pro side. But so far, I've not been watching because I was behind the wheel last time. Seems like they can very much back up any of the bold early game decisions going on. Oh no, I've seen the AI cheat, and we got the all clear fishing. I think that's... Oh my gosh, we have the axis rotation right for FR Pro side. This is kind of scary. I feel like it's a pretty safe bet to say that they're going to get the all clear setups pretty consistently. Okay. Penta's going to slightly ruin the all clear potential there, but choosing to extend on that instead of taking the Tetris. Could have taken the Pento Eye skin there, but at least I'm assuming. Getting the 5 wide board already. Rat's working through it. I mean, you know, the center random queue is rewarding when you slow down gears a lot. But yeah, if you're not conditioned to look top right of your board for your real next piece, I can see how that would feel distracting and immediately mess you up. Rats actually has a bit of an advantageous situation here, but we'll see what happens. I feel like we're going to be getting in situations where we're looking to deprive the opponent from potentially getting a all-clear startup on board reset. So early volleys can throw that off pretty hard. Rats might have something here. FR Pro has a very tall eye dependency, and okay. So Rats drawing first blood here. 5x5 at top board is... Ugh. This is one of the most conventional top boards I've seen in a while. We're looking for potentially some sort of tuck here from Rats otherwise. And just gonna take the plug. A lot of funny little two-chain pokes here. Oh, and the right skim to get a Tetris midboard. Okay. Okay. Had to take the 5x5 midboard. We're gonna get no return off of it for FR Pro side. But, you know, sometimes just not being at disadvantage with it's still worth that. Both are at second stage of meter build. So, rough going from here on out. But those 4x4s end up giving FR Pro a lot of opportunity. With the rare iPento being kind of the odd one out and having to take a bad placement. Not unheard of, but usually that's the piece that you can do something with. That's getting a mid-game Tetris. That's getting slightly out-comboed. For every 2 pokes she's throwing out, we're still getting 3s off of FR Pro side. And another midboard Tetris. This time on FR Pro side. Not the worst RNG that Rat's going to have to deal with, but it's going to be a little while before we get the Pento setup, and we're going to choose to take a weird placement to keep a little bit of board parity. I think that was the right call. Holy shit. Okay. Never mind. FFR really feeling like he can pull some mid-game magic that Rats just does not have as much access to. We'll see if that holds true or not, but hey, we're at least a 1-1 situation here. Not the Pento setup. Are we going to take the Tetris? We're taking the Tetris. Unless it's going to affect your board health, Rats is going to take the attacks presented. And in place for the mid-game Tetris. Another big game Tetris, this time on FR's side. We're not at disadvantage here. We're trying to set up and skims it to do another mid-board Tetris. Not going to be able to repeat it for a third time, but situation's good. We're going to take a Tetris on that one. Rats might just be able to wait them out. No, looks like we're getting out of this. Tetris in return. And there's the reset. Well, you gotta put some respect on the regular competitors here. I like to think that we managed to get a good, strong showing for literally anything we run at this day and age. Okay. Rats is at match point. But, you know, resting Puzzle Wednesday power level, pretty solid. We're going full volley here. Rats can respond to this, and actually gets a really good combo off of it. This game is absolutely more tennis than most Tetris games that you'll see out there. Truly living up to Alexei Pajitnov's naming scheme. Yeah, Masa, what's the problem? If only Alexei Pajitnov were around today. Okay. Meter situation is looking like Rats can get out of this with a couple of clever skims. And she can do those, fairly sure. The series of 3 wide blocks are going to be a little complicated, but we have the setup. And Rats getting meter set back down to starting defaults is going to actually be huge. Because it's giving her essentially an extra get out of jail free card her opponent would not. I don't know if that was a misdrop. But I can also say, I don't know if I see the vision. And I can be proven wrong with time. Taking O-Skim here. We're due for meter reset on FR Pro side. Doesn't seem to be offering up too much. Not getting a Tetris on Rats' side either. This is some messy-ass neutral. But that just means that we're in the thick of things. Figuring out where to place the 3 wide block. Taking... Oh, we're just building up a combo well. I am worried. That's getting a couple 3 chain pokes here. Okay. I'm gonna be in a weird place where FR Pro had to accept the 5 wide. Got high at board too. Pento I got the rotation right into one of the few welcome uppercase T's. Rats could get out of this. Double O's, giant O, and ugh. So we're going to a 2-2 situation here. right. You know it's a rare bracket when Rats is not in the call with me anymore. It's like, I gotta take this serious. Oh, wowzers! That seemed like a misdrop. I'm scared. Take a pivot. This is allowing FR Pro to build up a lot of tempo. Their meter reset is nigh. Yeah, she misspelled her name. How serious could it be? Okay. Midboard Tetris. We're building up the right well for FR Pro. And RNG just fits so nicely for him. Like, we're mad chilling. Get a Tetris from Rats. We have the board level to have accepted the 2 5x5s, but that's just not happening. Some of these base Pentaminos are actually seeming kind of mean in this moment. That's rough. We flopped the 5x5 up really high. And gets an unfortunate U. FR Pro not out of this. But it is scary. They have to go through a lot of meter gain here. And there's no guarantee it's going to happen. Could have taken that vertically and gotten out, but the reset happens. Surprised we're only in level 3 of margin time. So we're level 4. We're both deep in our resets here. Might be the last one we see before this match is resolved. Playing through a bunch of just ugly exclamation point sections. And here it is. Some of this is just what do? You either have the board state to accept it or you don't. Alright. FR Pro moving on, but gosh. Rats was definitely a contender there.
That was quite close, yeah.
I feel like I need to eat again after that.
Yeah.
A little bit. We're hungry out here.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at my dinner. I'm just looking back at me. And we're just going to stare at each other for a bit.
All right. Let's see. Are we doing a show break?
Yeah.
Well, give me 1 second. I
can eat a single chicken tender while you do that.
I can do something I probably should have done before here, but you know what? It's something that's fixable in moments. Minute, even. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about what we do here at Puzzle Wednesday before we continue on with more bracket stuff. We got promo slide. I'm up to date. If you're here watching right now, hey, wave the screen. You're on it. We're playing Magical Tetris Challenge featuring Mickey, but only if you're in Japan. Good time with that. July 9th, we are playing Potinya, which is a take on Puyo and sort of puzzle fighter from the creative team of former Compile. Basically, looking to flatten some of the skill ceiling that Puyo created. You are, instead of making chains, you are making paths with branching joints. And where and how you set them off in neutral is huge. This is another game where like sizing up what your opponent is doing at any given moment is more useful than the raw strength of your execution. It's a good time, and for a little bit of trivia, Munitani actually released the unported Naomi version of this game. You can actually go buy it now, which, Small World could actually work on Fight Kid. Very interesting stuff. Senno is returning July 11th. This is our third Senno tournament, which is crazy for how much we've talked this game up over the years. It is a sort of pipe dream game. You're trying to make connections from one end of the wall to another, or you're trying to make rings. But in reality, you're not trying to do that. A lot of the meta has shifted drastically on I don't know if I want to call it oversight, but the fact that that 45-degree angle one, or the 90-degree angle one, you can link that in one grid tile, and they give you a point of damage for it as a no, don't do that. The funny thing is you can exploit that and make huge TOD combos off of the penalty block. And Senno, as I described it, is very different from Senno as you will see it. It's a time. It's a beautiful game. Speaking of beautiful games, clearly July is the month of, well, not of, but it's got a few of our favorite picks from the Frosty Falcons Mystery Tournament. We've got the Mahjong Ochige Rakujong. This is a match tiles game, and it's very interesting on its spread versus playing Mahjong versus playing puzzle fundamentals. You are trying to build and forgive my terminology, I have played a game of Mahjong. I'm going to transcribe it through poker terminology, but you are building hands, you are making melds, and you are trying to cash out and score the biggest hand you can against your opponent. Any melds that you make get stored for your scoring near the end of the round. But on top of that, you have a bunch of other clear conditions. You can make chain games, you can top your opponent out, and losing at the puzzle end of things gives your opponent a serious advantage in that they can either choose to... There's two options. I don't remember what the other one is, because the real one everyone chooses is you can just handpick something off your opponent's board to end up in your randomizer, and it's very good for closing out hands. This is a fun game, whether you know Mahjong or not, and it is a journey. Upsets are everywhere, and it is just a great time. July 23rd, Yoshi's Cookie. This is a NES classic. I say NES because we play this version not only for the more stable option, but also because it takes out a little bit of the character meta. You're doing a tile shifter game. Any of a cookie across the board, 5x5, counts as a line, and further chains can happen from that, counting for the gaps in your board from a clear. You make chains, you make Yoshi's cookies. You clear Yoshi's cookies, you get a randomized effect above your board. The real wrinkle is you need to pay attention and see if you have good weather or not. Because there are effects on your own randomizer up there that can spite you. You can dizzy yourself. You can blind yourself. You can distract points from your own quota. So it is another game of balance of execution versus being mindful against your opponent. This is a really neutral month. Crazy that. And if you're in the Discord, we've already announced our August lineup of brackets, but you can check it out there. You can check it out on the challenge community. And join the Discord anyway. We're always playing games. It's a good time. And with that, let's get back to the thing. How did Rodney get kicked this low? What do you mean I'm playing Rodney and Juicy Losers?
That is pretty rough, isn't it?
It
But
really is.
Roderick was my opponent, so my first game was against Roderick. You're just gonna have to hold this.
Okay.
You know what? You're just gonna have to hold it.
I
I am spectating
didn't know there was something
in the
up.
video game.
Dang, he's already there.
Wow, it sure is
Un
7:30.
momento. It sure is 10:30.
It sure is 8 a.m.
Somewhere. I almost enabled spectator
No.
mode. Rodney, I am kicking you out of the server. You engineered this. I had to do ad reads. I hate you so much.
He's gonna
You're gonna press that circle button right now.
Listen to me, Buster. Just be Donald. Sir, do you want to go to bed?
Just hits me with a net play chat. Hey, Juicy. No, get out of here. Also, Juicy Losers is just because I'm streaming. You're held hostage for my entire bracket run.
True, true.
So we make it endearing.
Cat just now learning about the character meta. The character being everybody wants to play Goofy.
Duh.
I love this the spire that Juicy's making. It's such an old Tetris thing, you know? Back when peace queues hated you. I would like it if the hatred returned. Yeah. We do love the combo. Alright. Juicy looking a little funny. Ooh. Okay. He does not have much juice in the juice meter. He would like to have a little bit more. Okay. Oh, he draws the exact piece. Roderick is very skilled, but he does not have an eye, so he's not going to get the best juice meter of all time, but somehow I think we'll live with it. He'll be fine. These counter blocks came at a really awkward time for Roderick, because now he's spending time and energy down stacking. Juicy deciding to make a single to counter some garbage. But his pieces are sort of rough for this. Drawing a bunch of these Pento eyes is so huge. Juicy with the eye dependency, but there is one in the piece queue, but Roderick keeps on taking it. Okay.
It's okay. The first handful of interactions are fake.
True, true. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it would be cool if we could start
On a higher handicap, I get that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Roderick. Dealing with some garbage, but he does a pretty good job of getting rid of it all. Oh, and he is already going to be drawing all of the eyes that comes from a magic meter being expended. So every time you cash in a magic meter, it fills up the piece queue with a bunch of eyes. So that way, even if your opponent steals one from you, you'll still be able to get a Tetris or a perfect clear or whatever. But it also means that if you're in a strong opponent, if you're in a strong position as an opponent, you could probably build a pretty good combo off of all of these eyes that are suddenly flooding the cheese cube. Ooh. Okay. Roderick, down stacking, doing a pretty good job. Juicy with a full queue of garbage. What is the plan? Oh, draw the Pento Eye? You got it. That's an easy plan. I can get behind that plan. With the 3 combo, Juicy's looking pretty okay. A little hesitation on the O piece means that we may have to do a little... Oh, maybe not. Maybe our opponent's just dead? That's cool. Was that the Tetris flag? Chat, I'm going to level with you. It's no longer Pride. I don't need to know about the Tetris Pride flag. If that's a thing, I'm going to lose it. What if Pride Month 2? Pride Month is every month. That's true. My understanding is that it's also Disability Awareness Month. Juicy, forced to do some comboing to reflect all of this. Actually looking pretty good after it too. No easy plan for these 3 wide counter blocks, but it low-key does not matter. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting the sides mixed up. I'm looking at Roderick's screen. I told you, Chad.
I'm B2 side.
I drank half a... I feel like I drank half a cough syrup earlier. Alright. Juicy. After the magic meter, we're looking pretty okay. Roderick is sending over the big garbage. But he does have a few outs. Drawing this Pento Eye is a great time for that. And this huge T dependency on the side. You know, that's what I love about W. Is that, like, normally when you build a T dependency where you have, like, a stair, it's normally, like, a pretty bad dependency in classic Tetris. Because, like, if you place the opposing S or Z, you get like really gnarly dependencies afterwards. So you really need a T, right? But with the W, it sort of flattens the stack out in a really cool way. Okay. We have an exclamation point for Roderick. But, you know, I don't know how much it's going to matter. He just have funny pyramid. Oh, whatever. Who cares? He deals with it totally fine. No problem. We have all these eyes that we can combo with. Yeah, get the 3-piece, more like free piece. Gotta get a +2 for that one.
No.
No? Thank you, Note. See? Note's supportive.
Okay, can I get out of here?
You do look super dead. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wow, it's 1-1. Just like that.
Rodney, can you pause for 3 minutes so I can, like, make a hot pocket?
It's like, listen, I'm running on a calorie deficit. I can't play
I know.
Tetris.
Maybe like, Juicy, I understand. Go take care of it.
Ooh. This gap from Juicy means that he's not able to continue the combo. It doesn't super matter. Again, these like early pokes don't super amount to much. Huh. Roderick took such a weird line over here. Does get the funny T-spin though. Juicy. He's just playing some small ball. No big deal. We do have a bunch of annoying counter blocks, so we're just gonna forsake columns, or the first 3 rows, and just pretend that our stack starts up here. Yeah, Juicy decides that he would rather counter than eat all of that stuff, but unfortunately, some still slip through. He was able to combo off of the eyes from the magic meter, which does help. And now Juicy is going to experience his own magic situation. Look at this combo. Yeah. It was actually mistimed. So like if Roderick had just waited a little bit, then he would have countered rather than having to deal with this garbage that his opponent set. This is what I really appreciate about this game, is that like it's not just about sending over the pressure, right? Like you have to like look in time and interact and think about what your opponent is doing. Because if you don't, your opponent gets to get away scot-free, right? Juicy sure is enjoying. Oh my god, the easy Tetris. Let's go.
I'm chilling.
He's big chillin'. I could go for some big chillin' right now.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Hungry for big chillin'?
You know, just about anything.
Just about anything.
Okay.
What if you were very skilled?
Thank you.
And the game was like, hey homie, here you go. Have a Tetris. Ooh. I don't think that Juicy timed that Tetris intentionally, but he sure did get a good counter for free. Ooh, this situation is not good, though. These eyes do help. Great start. No. Now what? Now what? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my empire of dirt. You can have it all. Wait. 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 Do you believe, chat? That's a shame. Roderick finding another point. Didn't believe enough. Correct. You're supposed to send your energy, your chakra, out to the...
I don't have energy.
Bomb, right? You don't have energy? That's why you need it. Chat's supposed to lift up their arms.
Chat's supposed to buy me DoorDash.
Buy you DoorDash? What would you get from DoorDash?
There's an Indian place actually nearby that I really like.
Okay, chat, can you quickly dox Juicy now that you
Please
have this
don't.
information? He's like right there. You're right. He is right there.
Never haven't been.
Never haven't been. Right, Roderick was looking in a little dicey situation, but did manage to find a way out. Let's find some combo pressure too, here and there. Streamed live from the Indian restaurant. Let's go.
They should sponsor me.
If I was sponsored and my sponsorship just amounted to like paneer tikka, just like whenever I did it, I would never lose a game ever again. Like straight up, I would be invincible. Roderick waiting patiently to counter. Yeah, see how much just like a little bit of patience can amount to huge counters. And it's not that Juicy can't counter it back or anything, right? Like, you can send some of it back. But it's just not nearly as effective. And requires his stack to be in a particular shape, right? Like, you don't really... Okay. Ooh, Roderick. You can get into these situations where, you know, you counter a bunch of stuff, and then you... Oh, God, Roderick. He's really threading the needle here. Okay. All right. Oh, he's fine. He's totally fine. His magic meter is a little low, but he should be good. Juicy sending over the Tetris is kind of a problem, but it was not really timed against Roderick downstacking, so now Juicy just has it countered. And getting countered is not always the biggest deal, but like, if your board can't accept this Pento this Pento counter block, you're just like, ugh. Oh, great downstack from Roderick. Let's go. A little misplay on the W may sting, but he is almost about to...
GG's. Thing is, I can't solve my problems still because I'm here at the computer for the rest of the night.
That's true. You're trapped.
GG's, brother. Okay.
Go to winners finals.
Got it. Do we have a code up? Not yet.
No.
Sorry, DoorDash.
Are you mumbling into DoorDash?
No, I should not spend on that right now. I have food at home. I say his home is not where I'm at.
Home is not where you're at. Yo, if you can order Indian at 11 at night, that's pretty great.
It's not happening. Lie. It's too late.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Got a code up. That's for the other one. Got a Raz code up.
Oh. That is, I joined the wrong game.
Yep, I almost did that myself, but I have my wits about me.
Clearly. I don't have wits. I'm witless.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. You know what? It's pretty great. None wits?
Honestly, I think that should be stricken from the record because the only reason Rodney won was that he picked Goofy.
You think so?
Yeah, actually. You heard it here first.
That sounds like cope. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Everyone else that I won against allowed me to pick Goofy. Unfortunately, he's in a match, so he can't necessarily respond to me talking him a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say my one real gripe with this game. Yep. It's a crime that Pete is an unlockable character only in the Game Boy Color version. Like, what are we even doing here? Why don't we start on a higher level on this? Probably next time. I don't like to change rules mid-bracket unless we are disastrously off schedule.
the short answer of why we don't change the format is that we're not super familiar with the changes that makes to the gameplay, and so we don't want to arbitrarily like make a bracket worse by not knowing the exact details. And we haven't played this game in quite a bit, so
if fixes are going to happen, that's going to be next time we run it.
Raz looks a little imperiled, but the magic meter is also fairly low.
The biggest thing that I say is that there's a singular point here, but like FR Pro is actually using just rotations as a movement tool. Like there's left and right rotates almost like how Guideline has it, where like left and right rotate does not just simply rotate at that degree, but changes your axis of rotation. And it in this game, it's giving him a lot of consistency.
Yep. FFR is also really, really patient on the counter timings.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about that one, though. That seemed a little premature. Maybe a little scared. Actually, they might have accepted a exclamation point block. That's probably the reason. Misty!
Who's still raid?
6-person raid. How you doing? We're out here. We're just playing a little bit of magical Tetris. We're in winners finals. Raspberry Flute v FFR. FFR having to hold on to these counter blocks. Did a pretty great job of down stacking them. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Oh, this looks like death to me. Wait. Wait. No way. Whatever.
Okay,
Fake.
okay.
Fake.
This is what Masa wanted to do earlier.
No way. Can somebody please clip that? That's insane. I've literally never seen anything like that before. What is that?
Everything is fake in this game, and I love it for it.
Oh my god.
Nothing saying
now we're dead. Now we're
Raz
dead.
can't
Fine,
get it,
fine.
yeah. But like, Christ.
Holy moly.
Raz is... I can't even say that. Because I can't say it's like, Raz's tenacity to not die, when clearly we just watched that. But there has to be something that she's just cooking with that we're not seeing. Or maybe me. I'm a little delirious.
Raz's combo game is really, really on point.
Yeah.
And so, like, she can just whip out, like, this incredible damage out of nowhere all the time. It's very difficult to sort of... Oh my god, FFR. Alright. Oh, we're doing this, huh? Oh, yeah. Alright, well, at least it wasn't the whole stack. I thought it was going to be the whole stack, briefly.
That would have been funny.
You generally... Yeah, it sure would. You generally don't see play like this, because if you have to accept any oversized counter blocks, you instantly die, just like what happened
like that?
That's right here. Yes. Oh, it's very scary to just upstack, leave a too wide well, and just be like, okay, and now I do it all. Like, you may just get owned by garbage. All right, FFR building. Looks like center too wide. Oh, I guess we'll build over it. No big deal. This is definitely a Tetris where you're allowed to be like, actually, my stack starts on row 2. Like, it's totally fine.
Taking the horizontal eye, and we're just slamming shit down. For 8 hit on Raz. And we unfortunately got FFR's cut in half.
Mm-hmm. FFR patiently waiting.
I'm surprised that Raz is more in jail for that interaction than FFR was.
Yeah, I actually would prefer to have Raz's board here.
I just mean, like, being on the receiving end for RNG hell, period.
Hmm. The skill meter coming into play. Oh, FFR does draw the Pento Eye. Let's go.
I think Raz got the eye placement a little caught up there in a performance stutter, but
Mm-hmm.
still doing very solidly.
I actually suspect that FFR is on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I was on delay frames 1, and I was like, huh.
Fair. Well, you did not usually make a point of making a roll about that.
Well,
But,
I mean,
yeah.
since we have rollback, like, it really helps
That's
protect
the
us
worst
against
of it.
the worst. Yeah. This is pretty funny. Wow, what a great way to go through that. I never would have thought of that.
Okay.
FFR really showing us how to survive here. Though these Pento Eyes are so far down in the piece queue, we really gotta slam these down.
Still gonna be a
Raz is
bit.
capable of applying pressure still. Okay, Pentris going out. FFR doing a little bit of countering. Yeah, decides to stack up so that way we get a counter Tetris. Okay.
Succession of the 3 wides is going to be a little tough to deal with there. Ooh, and we're going to need a J spin. Okay, sure, whatever.
Look at that. We love. Yeah, that's one of the spins I was talking about from earlier.
Yeah,
it's very funny looking.
I just never seen it before. Okay, Raz on that pretty decisively.
Yeah, being a top board, receiving the 5 counter. That's just so lethal. It's so funny playing this while being like a tap person. Because like in tap, if you're at row 14 or something, like you're totally alive. Like it's fine. Like you'll make it. No big deal. But in this, if you're on row 14 or, you know, around there and your opponent sends you the Pento 5, you're just like, oh, I guess it's
just
over.
Die.
Like
okay, Raz in a lot of weird accepts here.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just like the situation with covering up the well and no easy way to downstack means that all of this garbage sticks in the worst way. Oh god. Wait. Wow. She did have a great read on that garbage queue. Like, you have to just sort of do the math yourself and be like, is this actually a 5 counter or not?
Okay. A lot of last games here.
Yeah.
This stage really knows when to pop up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, really, it always brings the atmosphere. That's also my favorite song in the soundtrack by far.
It's up there.
All right. Mm-hmm. FFR has a bit more 2 wide well, ready to go. Able to do some countering, no problem. Certainly has the advantage in terms of like raw stack, but that doesn't mean that I like Raz actually got out a little cleaner, I feel. This garbage does kind of suck, though.
Gonna have to take except to make that a Tetris well. I mean, she gets it.
Yeah. Okay. But these counter blocks are coming fast and furious now.
Raz's pivots are always really good here.
Mm-hmm. FFR very skilled, so is Raz. There's eye pieces in the queue. Who's gonna get them? It's gonna be Raz first. We have some pass-through garbage because neither player was interested in playing the counter timing. Raz doing the 3-piece. FFR with a 2.
Okay, leveling out. Only getting the 1 6 wide there. I like Raz's center 2 wide.
Mm-hmm. Oh, easy. Raz makes it look so easy to just get out of jail free.
Why not just simply do it?
Just if you can, just go for it. Okay. Raz has quite the cheese, but still looking pretty okay.
Just needs to handle this flurry of 3 wides well enough. Cards are looking good.
In dire trouble. Like they're able to counter, but only just barely.
Well, meter gain's close. Oh, didn't know how to handle the mustache.
Wow. Holy moly.
All right. Raspberry Flute advancing to Grants on winner's side.
Congratulations.
Ooh-wee.
Alrighty. We're still waiting on the opponent and Roderick's match to wrap up. And then whoever wins that match has quite the losers run between me, FFR, and Raz in quick succession.
Jeez. God bless. Unfortunately, Duck Station does not allow us to cut into spectating seamlessly, and I would rather not disrupt our opponents.
Yeah.
That's really the only downside we've had over the year and a half, 2 years with it. Time's moving too fast.
Time does move pretty quickly.
But again, look.
Listen.
Beast Nest rollback on the horizon. I'm kind of excited for some Super Nintendo and Super Famicom titles we've not really been able to get around to or justify. I'm kind of ambivalent about Yoko. Like, Yoshi's Cookie, I think, is a better served game on the NES just because you can ignore the character balance.
Sure.
But SNES Warriors Woods?
Snuds?
Snuds? We love some Snuds. I'm happier to revisit the sea of SNES Puzzler Syndrome, like, first to one games all over again if it
Uh-huh.
just feels good to run.
Yeah.
Like, see me in
Yeah, that's
Sailor
the other
Moon
thing is that
Supers.
that's the other thing is that like it's not that it's not necessarily just that Ranma always runs long. It's that it controls like garbage and sounds like garbage the entire time. And you're like, I'm having a time,
Yeah,
you know? And it gets a little old. And then when you're like, it's gonna be a 4 hour bracket, I'm just like, all right, I'm kind of checked out. Like,
that's
I
usually
don't
the
know if I
rub
need
there.
this. Yeah, yeah.
All right, Rodney, moving on. We're definitely doing Gundam again, if only because I was deeply sad that I had to DQ from bracket because a storm interrupted stream. Which, thanks, was it you or Deca who picked up the slack on that mid bracket?
I did. I was just
Good.
like, I gotta
You
do
gotta,
something.
you
Like,
gotta save us. No,
I just happened to be viewing at the time, and I'm like, oh no.
I could have been a contender.
He could have been a contender. You know, Roderick's here for the run back. I've played 2 games, one against Roderick, one against FFR. Now I'm going to play Roderick again. And if I win, my reward is that I get to play FFR again.
All right, we got a
Oh,
code.
brother. I'm waiting on it still.
This is loser semis, yes?
This is loser semis. Actually, it's winners round 1.
Shit, already?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Wednesday of next week, Juicy.
You can't do this to me. I will lose my mind.
Why do you want to lose your mind?
I don't.
What do you need your mind for anyway? Tell me one thing you've used it for.
Survival.
I doubt that.
What do you mean you doubt that?
I doubt that.
In what regard?
In the normal regard.
In the normal regard.
The normal regard.
You think I could have made it this long without having thoughts up in there?
I don't have thoughts up in there. Why do you have thoughts up in there?
Yeah, well, you have a wife to help you with that.
That's true. That's true. All right, I'm going to mute.
Sure.
Good luck, Roderick.
Hey. So I've not been able to really clock how Rodney approaches this game because it feels like he's in the jail dimension for getting hit too early, but he always turns it around. That's just how he operates. There's some secret I will figure out by actually paying attention this time. But don't you just love a good mystery instead? We're doing some mindful screen watching and posts, which makes sense from the guy who is most notably a really strong column 3 player, where the entire name of the game is look at your opponent and hit him when they're not paying attention. Roderick turns it around me. Not incorrect. I envy his board less than Rat's by a decent amount still, but doesn't mean he's not making his way out of it just fine. I've never heard the word Tetrion before. Is that what it is called in this, or is that just the colloquial name for a Tetris board? Do you think they have buttons on the steering wheel? That is the lingo for a Tetris board. I've never heard that. That's interesting. Okay. We're in the stare down here. Rodney has fired second. He lost. Rats gets to hold on to the meter advantage for the rest of the round, basically. Rodney doesn't have anywhere to accept a lot of these threes without taking some weird stacking situations. Okay. Slowly climbing out of the pit. Rats does not look all that far away from a traditional perfect clear setup, but manages to flatten it out. We get the mid-board Tetris, and Rodney sure is wishing that was just a traditional J, but he's getting out of here. I'm not going to say never punished, but not punished that hard. That's funny. That's also kind of insulting how close it was to an all clear, but it's more funny. The skill meter is just the most important thing to master in this game. If you can start engineering your outcomes, you're playing a much different game than your opponent. Not that like they can't win, but they have to play a lot harder in neutral. We got the thicker you. Rats gonna have to deal with some weird stuff on the down stack. She's about 2/3 the way through meter. Neither player due for a reset here for a little bit. Rats might be able to get out of this relatively easy. Okay. Rat's almost playing an entire piece behind here. I don't know if she's fishing for an outcome or just willing to accept some weird pieces to maybe get... Yeah, like, you don't want to play response to anyone if you can help it. But Rats doesn't seem to be in too much danger. We have a T-spin to patch that up. Nope. I'm just gonna take the plug. Gonna be in a weird situation with the mustache. Rats waiting for the right time to harass Rodney. Given his disadvantage there, I don't think there was really a wrong time, but he is about to taste it. We are due for a reset on his end. Looks like one more real interaction is going to give it to him. There we go. And does the L facing downward to level the board and send Rats the mid-board Tetris. Rodney's kind of in O-block jail, but you know what? This is the cleanest I've seen his board this entire match. Not even derogatory, that's just kind of how he operates. Okay, I see it. I see it. Unfortunately, meter does nothing for Rodney at this point. And we do not get another 5x5 to follow up. Rats gets the eye pentamino. It's not all clear ready, but you know what? We take that. I don't disagree with Rats' placement on use, and we're actually in a pretty good place for her. And props up the double fives. Doesn't quite need to this time, but hey, we take those. Rodney sending a Tetris. Rats still needs a lot of meter, and she already threw out a bunch of pressure at Rodney. So our get out of jail here is a little tight. Never mind. We're fine. Never punished. I'm maybe starting to get punished here. Gets nothing but these 3 wide blocks. That's rough. I do not remember where, but I have seen footage that, yes, you absolutely can engineer perfect clear setups off of the board reset. Does it maybe start to fall apart in the face of, like, higher level play against real people? I'm inclined to think so. Because we've seen players forced to take bad board resets. Okay, Rat's kind of finally setting up conventional board there again. Forcing a tough situation, but Rats has her board where she would like to be again. Yeah, a lot of the true setup stuff is going to start falling flat against a real mindful opponent. Not that you can't get them, but, you know, just like you would in fighting games, stuff like that. A lot of it's just not as guaranteed as it would against a AI that's otherwise operating under known behaviors. Rat's really accepting all of these O blocks with a lot of grace. I don't know that I vibe with her 3 wide O placements, but we're out here. She's doing fine. Rodney's down sack. Doesn't matter. I cringed for half a second. I was like, nah, it's gone. Don't worry, baby. I'm like, okay. And Rodney taking that second and throwing away the Tetris. I kind of wonder why he felt that was the play there. So I'd love to build center forward. And actually accept the stray 4 wide. Oh, fantastically. If you can keep your walls open, it seems like the way to respond to that. Up, and the leverage is correct. Rodney is nothing if not brave. Takes a slightly different, but we're converting into a combo. Rats is taking the 5 wide O's in a surprising amount of stride. I might not be doing that for so much longer. And Rodney at match point. Okay. Rats had a much more traditional side 2 wide going on until we got scared, I guess. And forced to take some bad Pentaminos. This early on, basically no meter. We're going to need to be really careful, otherwise Rodney can close us out without too much effort. Fortunately, damage pieces are helping Rats out pretty solidly. 4 wides, gonna be a little whatever, but we're plugging that with a regular O. Oh no, I'm sorry, I think we're done here. Gets the eye, a little bit of a panic rotation, but this is the last chance for her to really catch her footing. Okay. Okay, she's out, but that felt sloppy, and we don't have time to fuck around like that anymore. Rodney not getting the all-clear opportunity. Actually handling the 4 wide pieces very well. Double Pentris on Rat's side, though. Forcing Rodney to have to wake up a little bit and respond. What are we gonna do to get out of this one? Double Pentris does not really seem to have gunked up Rodney's randomizer all that much. If anything, the weird O shapes might be some of the most disruption that he can get on his board right now. He's building kind of vertically. Okay. Both players about to get out of jail. Rat's a little bit earlier. And gets the 5 wide. Oh. Rodney's drowning here. We're not done yet. I don't want to speak any evil into the world here. Motherfucker, how did you do that? That O placement felt like it. Can't commentators curse nothing. So neither player in good health, but you know, as far as scrapping goes, Rats has a little bit of an edge here on downstack. A little bit of chicanery on columns 3 through 5, but once she gets out of O jail, she can downstack. She just needs a good line piece and gets one into I Pentamino as well. Doesn't know how to accept the Wario mustache, but what can be done? Alright, Rats just needs to hold on at this point. We could take Rodney out here. He still has way too much meter gain to have to work his way up to. Having to split his column 1 through 3 on a JL dependency is a bit much. He's still not getting out. Okay, Rat's evening this up. A lot of game 5s tonight. Me waking up on time for work tomorrow seems less likely, but hey, we out here. Some games are just really hard to calculate how long things are going to take. We try our best. This is the 12th game 5 tonight. Ugh. I can't believe we found the hidden Super Famicom puzzler game on the PlayStation library. The laundry list of Super Nintendo puzzle games that we had to cut down to first to one as we ran them a second time is most of the library for that console. Gundam Power Puzzle Formation, that's a first to one. Pequena, that's a first to one. Tetris Battle Gaiden, should we ever choose to run that? That's a first to one. Ranma Half, Ogi Jonkin, first to one. It's like, you know what, this is a home console. We don't have to make margin time because we don't need to make our money on beating credits. And technically didn't. Sailor Moon Supers, Fua Fua Panic, 1 and 2, first to one. Do you know what it Do you know what it takes to have us say a game is not tournament viable? Okay, anyway, getting off the little off your track there. Rodney getting reset. Board's a little high, we're at level 4 margin time. Gonna time Tetris. It was a little bit before the reset, so Rats still manages to snag the eyepiece. We're gonna get a Tetris off of it. Gonna accept a couple of 5 wides. Takes the skim. The fact that Rodney's been able to stagger the 5 wide spawns, whether intentional or not, could just serendipitously be working out. It's messing up Rats. Not as hard as I would have guessed, but wow. Okay. Rodney is pressured out. Rats is moving on to losers finals. Dang, I'm still on the solo comms run here. Okay. Switching things up, putting FFR Pro 21 on scoreboard here. Rat's getting the run back, and look, we had an FFR seated somewhat low. Sorry, I was not familiar with your game. But I think Rats could do the theoretical reverse upset here. Look, the rare times we get some crossover with League of Puzzle speedrunners, like, you can't be like, oh, you're not familiar with this, because clearly. But to the degree, I only say that because, like, we've had a couple games that have had people from the speedrun community show up, and I'm not gonna say just ended up having a harder time in a PvP setting, but bare minimum top 3, yeah, no, really, really good. Just because Rats won that, I'm adding another T to her name. Just kidding, I'm adding 2. Ladder matches sure were a time, huh? Yeah, you were barely gone. Welcome to the match. Okay, getting back on the Mickey Mouse tirade, I will say I liked this outfit of this time period. The conductor's coat with the red pants. Solid. Good look. Probably his best outfit in this game. Oh boy, we're taking some really weird placements on FR Pro's side, but that doesn't mean that we're at disadvantage. You can just you can Bob Ross it. Every misdrop is just an opportunity for a little esoteric combo instead. Skims for the O double. Rats down stack is looking a little involved, but we're so far getting the right pieces. Gets the reset. Because they're going so early into their combo game, like, the resets feel like they're happening lightning fast. Okay, we're fishing for an eye on Rats' side, and who knows if that's even in the cards. It's an eye. That skim is not going to work out. So neither player having to reset their meter back down. This is going to be a lot harder for Rats to cope with in long term. Gets eye penta, which good. Down stack here is not undoable, but we're gonna have to take the S placement a little weird. Okay. Wall kick. FFR Pro kind of allowed to run whatever game he wants to at this point. And capital T just ruining Rats' life. Just for that, I'm adding a capital T to Ratz's name. We have to remember our battle scars somehow. Very, very conventional, if not almost boring start from both players here. But, you know, there's a saying in Puzzle Wednesday, and that's in 90s Tetrises, side 2-wide, pretty optimal. We can't have all T's be capitalized, because she needs to be killed by capital T for that to happen. This is the game for side 2-wide, you're right. I will explain the origin and lore around the side 2-wide joke someday. But seeing how the Grandmaster / Grandmaster rounds ends of TGM4 is developed to all clears, y'all are very silly. It brings me endless joy that side 2-wide is carrying a lot of weight there. Okay. And we're starting to patch up FR Pro side. We got the tiny meter. Okay, tiny meter's gone. FR Pro's back up to regular old neutral here. Oh my god, he does it again! FR Pro 21 just does not need to gain meter anymore. It will just happen. I'm not going to say we're not in danger, but functionally, they're not in danger for a good chunk of the match. Like, Rats needs to start dealing some demonic pieces to him, or that's it. There is no disadvantage severe enough. Okay, and manages combo and prop up the double 5-wide. The I block is by far just the best fucking block in this game for combo extension reasons. That's a lot of exclamation points. I like, because we've not had a lot of people clipping lately, Mila Bassett is holding both second and third place on the clip leaderboard. Okay, okay. We're a little bit of an awkward point here with two eye dependencies. And unfortunate misdrop during dashing on FR Pro side. Pentamino eyepiece is gonna take away most of the sync from that. That's in a good place. It's just, are we gonna mount an offense here? That 4-wide eye block, it's gonna stall things for a little bit. Took a more unconventional U placement to start with before doing the more normal more normal option. Imagine being normal. I'm pretty sure you're like subtweeting a few. I say a few. A person here. Okay. Rat's surviving well. And FR Pro does not have a disgusting meter lead at this point, so we're those rare bits of neutral where it really could be anyone's game. Good on the U placements from Rats. That being said, we're going to have to be very mindful on how to deal with potential waves of the 3 wides. Never mind. Seems like we're fine. Capital T situation actually worked out this time. Might have to remove a capital T from Rats' name, who knows? Good skim. Again, FR Pro kinda just going. Rats forced to accept the 5 wides at top board, which means FR Pro 21 is moving on to Grands on loser side. Okay.
We'll get him next time, Chief.
How you doing?
Oh, man. How are you?
I added a capital T to your name.
Thank you. I needed that.
You're welcome.
I wouldn't have made it if you didn't do that for me. You know? It's what I needed to survive.
No, I added the capital T because capital T is what killed you your first round.
Oh, I see. You hate to see it.
Okay.
You hate to see it.
You still had some very magical matches there.
I sure did, didn't I?
So has anyone thrown Raz off her groove at all tonight?
Looks at bracket. I mean, FFR for a start. The opponent got around.
Okay. I booted up a session as if I was playing. What am I doing? Can't believe the auto load failed. Well, like, Raz plays this maybe not as that bombastic, but very surgically.
Mm-hmm. Did we get a match code?
It would be nice.
Same code.
Probably is. Same code. How far back is that? Okay.
Excuse me, I have to take a brief break.
No worries. Better go to reset game 5. We need the action. No, they need to go to bed. Okay. We're in it. We're ready to go. Time for video game. Do I have player sides right? I don't actually know on this one. It is time for the video game. First 10 grand finals. You need to stop it. Gonna take... Okay. Very, very generally stable build here. And it's time to side too wide like it's the 90s. So I know it's farm themed here, but like Mickey has some real Crocodile Dundee vibes with his outfit, if I'm being entirely honest. Jeez, the amount that FFR Pro was putting out was no joke there. Mad Clean? I can't describe Raz as exclusively surgical, because again, that was commanding.
Alrighty, I'm here. Sorry.
No worries.
We sure are too widened.
Look, me personally, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I always think it's funny how strong that ends up being over Tetris's. Uh-huh. And it's always, look, it's always such a joy that even for, like, the older games outside of, I guess, like, NES,
yeah,
the contingents of people like, I like Tetris without a weird side meta thing, like, usually it's T-spins, because that's the name of the game, and I miss what was the best thing, like, there's so many Tetris games where Tetrises are not the best thing you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a all-clear Tetris setup on Raz side, so resetting meter, and I think this is going to be your greatest advantage going through these matches. I mean, she was stuffed into the locker round 1 on garbage almost immediately. Jesus Christ.
You'll love to see it.
Oh, absolutely. But if she can survive this and keep her reset meter down as low as possible, life is golden. Lopsided RNG just counts. It just does. It can happen to anyone.
Ooh, this is a little ugly for Raz. We're still a little bit of ways from Magic Meter bailing us out here. Oh, never mind. Wow. Huh. Even way sooner than I thought it would.
Even my perception, like when I look at it, I'm like, I keep clocking it wrong. And it's like, no, actually you're free now. So.
Ooh.
Do you trust your own eyes in this game?
No, not anymore. It's all over for me.
Honestly, in general, we're already at the pyramids and diamonds, so unless Raz had a board to accept this out the gate, she's kind of done.
Yeah, she's looking pretty dead. Well, I mean, oh.
What? No. Okay. Capital T?
Capital T.
Where do we put the capital T in Raz's name here?
Where do you put it?
Yes.
Raspberry flute.
Okay. Okay. Done deal.
Ooh, Raz's stack looks a little confused. Meanwhile, FFR is off to the races. It looks like FFR just had like some discomfort to work through at the beginning of the bracket. Especially if like they haven't played online before.
That you're playing on a 50 hertz version of the game as well.
Oh, that's true. I hadn't actually factored that into account.
Which, you know, these are a number of circumstances. Like, this is not just what you're going to get on real hardware otherwise, but
yep. Ooh,
with
misdrop.
a little bit. With the sheer amount of movement tech that he's been throwing out there, I assume it was important.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't totally understand the, like, piece swimming. They do something similar in Dr. Mario.
What do you mean?
Where they'll, like, in order to dash across the screen faster, they basically mash rotate in, like, different ways in order to swim the piece over and make clears or make positions that aren't otherwise possible at the top board.
Mm-hmm.
And FFR's movement really makes me think of that a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. There's some talk in chat of the fact that we are using the PAL version, and while true, I'm not gonna pretend like this game feels smooth even in NTSC releases, but
yeah,
this is one of those times where we made the executive decision just not have to make an entire bracket of helping people navigate through the menus and settings.
Yep.
If there is enough of a clamor to go back to the NTSC-J version, fine. But having both is out of the cards. N64 net play is just not there.
Yeah. Ooh, let's go. Signs of life. She's not out of this. I'm sure it's kind of good to get a rest, you know, in bracket. But sometimes if your rest is too long, I actually feel like you lose your advantage. You know, like your hands get cold. You just haven't stayed as fresh as you could have if you had played just a little more recently. And working through that is sometimes important. Raz with the early attack. A little bit of combo out of FFR to defend. Ooh. Sometimes FFR does a thing and I'm just like, I can't tell if that was a mistake or not.
I'm assuming a lot of intent after this point.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, FFR came so close to accepting a exclamation point block and a little bit of error. Okay, oh, we're still alive.
Whatever.
We really need to draw something. Oh my god, Raz! And just like that, Raz is now suddenly poised to win the bracket.
I didn't even realize Raz's first point win. What the hell?
And that's why we do FD3 flat. Is because sometimes, even against experienced opponents, the game can just end.
Yeah.
Like, you can just be in the wrong situation at the wrong time. Then you're dead. FFR defending, reacting to a combo. We do love interaction. That's actually my favorite part about this game, like, versus... Like, the way that you think about your opponent is very different than a lot of other Tetrises. Okay, FFR just dumping the board. Multiple exclamation points out for Raz. We have half a magic meter here. Oh, this eye is... Yeah, she has to throw it away if she wants to live here. No! Wait! Oh, I thought she was clutching it. I thought for sure. She needed actually a few more line clears to get. Probably about 3.
Mm-hmm. So we're at a reset.
We are at a reset. Racky Ree. It's past midnight.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I honestly was not expecting this bracket to reach this size, but I don't hate it. We don't run this game fairly often, so
You gotta make it worth every bit that it is.
we might revisit the format after this one.
Oh, yeah.
So okay. Ooh, I do not like FFR's board at the moment. It is a little too early in the game to sort of sweat it. Like, the small magic meter is very small. Funny twist. Raz finds her own way out, but ooh, we're making some choices with these T's. Wow,
Can see all clear.
receiving
Okay.
multiple T's is so violent.
Oh my god.
Okay, now what's the plan? Okay, that's actually one too wide, which is really funny. Oh, there's got to be a good T-spin you can do in there. I actually don't believe. Alrighty, FFR with the first point. Very dominating, convincing start. Look at all these eyes for FFR. It's so funny.
RNG has just been deeply generous at keeping this level.
Yep. Raz's stack looking a little confused.
All we gotta do is swing at this point. Yep. There it is.
This looks pretty dire.
Yeah.
Oh, wait! Oh. You know, pack it in, pack it in, pack it in. You know what? That was a freebie. Just pack it in. It's cool, it's cool. Let's just take a knee. It was fine. I'm actually surprised that she immediately slammed rematch. I would take a big sip of water. Like,
Yeah. You wouldn't think that anyone is going to do exceptionally better or worse on a reset, but sometimes.
oh, I almost always perform worse on a reset.
Yeah. The other one, I was like, I'm just ready to go.
Yeah. I don't actually know how many resets I've won, come to think of it. I don't think it's been that many. Alrighty. Raz, he's got some defense here. She does have to accept some gaps. Ooh, not scheming on... Actually, I don't know if she could have schemed on getting the Tetris there. Counterblocks coming in. We need a single to get some magic meter going.
Sets up for the T-spin double, and then immediately throws that away.
Great combo from FFR. FFR slamming these bricks down because, like, without any eyepieces, there's no easy way to deal with some of these dependencies.
Mm-hmm. Plugs the capital T a little odd, but we can work around that.
Yep.
Ooh, definitely needed. Yep.
Oh,
whatever.
The piece queue.
What if the piece queue?
What if the piece queue is on our side, you know?
We got a bunch of eyes. And just convert that immediately into combo instead of trying to get a secondary Tetris follow-up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, it's level.
Oh, man. It's so funny. Like, every time it happens, it never gets old. Every time I get, like, the counter Tetris, I'm just like, man, my brain is so huge.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. All right.
Wow. FFR. Thank you.
Completely on fire.
Thank you for the raid. We're just wrapping up stream. FFR took it on a bracket reset, a 3-0. Thank you so much for playing.
Alrighty. Let's talk a little bit about our July lineup.
Hell yeah.
If you could do the honors this time.
Yeah, sure. So this coming Wednesday, July 9th, we have Pochi and Ya. This is a funny little game where you're going to be lining up your cats or dogs in order to build trees of the various colors. And then you can press up or the C button in order to convert it into a crash gem a la Puzzle Fighter. As it goes down the tree, for every cross or T, it's going to multiply the length of the blocks that it's already cleared. So the more tails your structure has, the stronger it is without it being much longer. This kind of leads to a really interesting like back and forth in how you stack, but also reading your opponent's stack to figure out how much damage they could potentially represent. It has the same sort of offsetting that you would expect from a chaining game like Puyo, so you're going to be eyeballing your opponent's board basically the whole time. The following Friday, July 11th, we have Sen No. This is the funny pipe chaining game. Players are going to be creating a Rube Goldberg machine of their own destruction. You're going to set down a little L piece in the right-hand corner and then a bunch of them in the opposite direction. And it's going to create a humongous chain that rains down garbage on everyone. However, don't sweat. You can create defense by just stacking L pieces connected to the floor. And you can chain away that garbage and then hopefully play a little bit of Sen No Tennis. This game is a hoot. I think you're going to really enjoy it. The following Wednesday, July 16th, we have... Oh, man. Raku Jong. Sorry, I was trying to remember the actual simple 1500. I think it's simple 1500.
Mahjong the Ochiga.
Yeah, exactly. The Mahjong. Yeah, something like that. It's got a whole humongous title. Anyways, if you've ever played Gin Rummy, this is going to feel very familiar to you. You're going to be creating melds of up to 3 tiles, either all matching, so all of the same suit, or in a run of like 1, 2, and 3. And then after you complete your hand, Aniki will show up and then judge your hand and decide whether or not it's going to score. If it does, then you're subtracting that much points away from your opponent. Whoever has the most points at the end of 3 hands is going to be the winner. This game is a hoot. It's so funny and so fun. And it doesn't matter if you're into Mahjong, you can definitely like play Mahjong. But if you want to play a really extended chaining game, this game will let you do it. And whenever you top out your opponent by playing a lot of chains, you can steal tiles off of their board to complete your hand. The following Wednesday, July 23rd, we have Yoshi's Cookie on the NES. If you know how a Rubik's Cube works, where you twist the Rubik's Cube, and you keep twisting, it's the color's going to come back on the other side, right? Yoshi's Cookie is sort of like a flat 2-dimensional version of that, where you're going to pick a row or a column, and you're going to slide it, and the part that rolls off the end is going to appear on the other side. And the objective is to make lines of pieces across the board. Whenever you build, the more lines that you score at once, obviously you get closer to quota much faster, but you also acquire Yoshi's Cookies. And when you complete a line of Yoshi's Cookies, you're going to hit your opponent with a special attack, depending on whatever's flashing in the weather indicator. It's totally possible to hit yourself with an attack, which gives us a really unusual, as players are trying to line up a big combo to like hopefully slam 2 cookies at the same time, but they also have to pay attention to what the weather is going to be like. And if they hold out for good weather, then they're basically giving their opponent free time to advance their quota, get cookies, or attack them themselves. And if you wait, you have a big combo lined up, and then you get panicked. The panic attack will shuffle your board, and you're just so far behind now. Yoshi's Cookie is great. I think you'll really enjoy it. July 23rd. We also have a brand new schedule for the month of August up. So if you drop by the Discord, you can see all those other brackets. That's going to do it for us. Thank you for having me on, Juicy.
No problem. We're going to raid Betty B Plays G's. She's doing some NES Dr. Mario runs. So,
hell yeah.
Hit her with the funny Mickey Tetris raid message, and we will see you next time. Thanks for coming out, everyone.